The ViewPoint Center is licensed as a psychiatric hospital. We are located about 30 miles north of Salt Lake City. The goal of our program is to do a full neuropsychological assessment, which will include a therapeutic assessment as well as a psychiatric evaluation.
What we provide is a multidisciplinary assessment, looking at the situation from a lot of different angles. A lot of times kids we see have multiple problems, a lot of different areas where they're struggling. Our goal is to get an idea of kind of what's going on in all those different areas. And we've found that we can offer a good clinical, comprehensive evaluation if we have a lot of different individuals working on it at the same time.
Our kids stay with us for 8 weeks, but typically a lot of hospital stays are usually 7 to 10 days, where we have the benefit of that 8 weeks doing an assessment, observing the kids and getting more of that rich assessment that we want, because a lot of times kids can come in and they can do it for 7 to 10 days, be on their best behavior, but with us, we're gonna see those behaviors eventually come out.
Sometimes we're their first stop in the mental health process, and we try and help set them off on a trajectory that allows for progress and getting them the services they need. Other times, kids have had multiple failures of treatment, sometimes going to different hospitalizations, different residential programs, and none of them have just worked. In those situations, we like to help out with finding the missing pieces.
I think that's what makes us so unique, is we get to see those different sides of kids that typically a lot of hospital settings don't get to see, just because they're with us a little bit longer.
Clinically, we provide individual, family, and group therapy. We also provide several experiential therapies, which include music therapy, recreation therapy, and art therapy. All of those therapies for us are an assessment tool. We use those therapies to evaluate the kids' strengths and limitations and what they need moving forward in their treatment.
We're not your typical hospital though. We are trying to normalize everything for these kids. Our kids are doing school. Obviously, health and fitness is a big portion. We want to emphasize that to a lot of kids. And with that, we're doing a lot of fun activities with our kids. You know, on the weekends, our kids actually get to go off campus. I think a lot of times kids going into a hospital setting, they're like, oh, I have issues, I have problems. And we want to make it feel like, hey, you're a teenager. We want you to have fun, you know, and at the same time, getting the help you need.
The students that are with us come from all over the world. We are one of the few programs nationally that specializes in a full neurological assessment for adolescents. We are an all-gendered program, so we accept all genders and are affirming in all ways of however the kid is expressing their identity. Students usually have a single bedroom. At times the kids will like to be roomed with a roommate. We can very much individualize housing accommodations. We're a very safe environment. We can safely manage students who have been engaged in recent self-harm. We can also tolerate self-harming behavior and help them learn some skills to deal with their emotional regulation in a different manner.
A lot of families are always in that crisis, and they always have to handle everything and take care of where, you know, they need to go next. Where with us, we can say, hey, number one, they're safe. And number two, we're gonna help these kids out and build that connection so they can come back to you and, you know, you can be that parent, be that success.
A lot of these kids have a lot of potential. They're just having a hard time reaching that potential. And when parents tell us as a team at ViewPoint that, oh, I understand my child a little bit better, I understand what my child needs moving forward, that's the big payoff.